Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gent with BronzeLeagueGaming, and I'm here with,
Phobos.
and we are casting a 1v1. I'm not sure what level it is.
I think it's gold or platinum though. Uh, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have MGX Legion, and in the bottom right-hand corner, is the red Zerg. Legion is the red Zerg. The bottom right corner, we had Fluid KMC as the blue Terran. So, not sure how this game is going to go. It was pretty highly recommended on the replay site that we were looking at, though, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and see this scout move out, as well as the Overlord scout. It's going to take him a... Oh, never mind. Not a scout, just building stuff.
Normal Overlord. And we see the extractor go down first, and then the pool, I'm guessing, oh no, that's the extractor trick. So he is going to do an early expand, which will let him macro up very nicely.
Yep. And
very, very nice.
I think unless a Terran goes for a kind of a bunker rush, that there's really no kind of early pressure that the Terran can bring that the Zerg can't defend at this point. And it looks like he's going to go on a scouting, but where's he going? He's going
And
the
he is
wrong
putting
way.
the barracks in the front, which is good, of course. I always like to see Terran put supply depots to block, so you can hide your barracks. But they automatically know you're going to have a barracks, but it also helps you hide the tech on it, because if you were to go reactor, they could totally tell something way different than if you were just to go tech lab.
I don't know.
Well, at least in the later games, but in these levels they don't really do that much mind reading as they do in the pro games.
I put the barracks up front. Just one, it's a lot quicker to wall off, and two, Baneling bus. It takes a lot more Banelings to break through a barracks than it does a supply depot. Now I've actually just lost a couple of games to Baneling bus like that, so I'm considering just doing a double racks here at the front, followed by like bunkers or something, just to make sure I don't get hit by that stupid Baneling.
And against Protoss,
attack.
I don't know if it's really necessary, but
No, I don't think against Protoss it has the same effect, especially if there's a lot of stalkers. Oh, looks like they left a gap in his wall. It's no good.
and he's just barely getting spawning pull, so he doesn't have to worry about any rushes anytime soon. The food count is the same. The expansion's almost ready, but it just looks like normal play.
Goes for a geyser steal.
I don't know if he's gonna let that finish or if he's just, yeah. I don't really know why Zerg do that, because they can't really get any scouting information if all their
it delays. It's more effective against Protoss where they're gas intensive builds. It delays that second gas for so long.
Which against Protoss is good, because Protoss usually like to get that second gas as their cyber core is going up, because lots of their units require a lot of gas. But against Terran, I'm not sure.
Well, at this point, it pretty much denies early Banshees, so it does delay that tactic.
If I was Legion, I would. Well,
if I were Legion, I would probably try and run in a bunch of Zerglings.
I wouldn't want to cancel early Banshees. I would hope for early Banshees, because I know I can defend that fairly easily.
Yeah.
And it is pretty easy to counter after early Banshee rush.
That's true. If I were Fluid, though, on the other hand, I would fix that hole.
Cause no Zerglings are coming out yet, unless they already came out and I just didn't see it. But I don't think.
No Zerglings.
Nope, no Zerglings. So what's the drone count?
20 to 20.
20 plus one mule, so the Fluid is ahead on economy because mules are OP, and they should not be in the game, in my opinion.
We'd have a double factory though, so we're gonna see some mech play.
Early expansion going up. If Fluid can,
well, I think
he can defend this early expansion, and he's getting blue flame, so he's gonna kind of force this game to go into mid game. But the blue flame really won't be effective because he is just pumping out queens. He's going. Is he going Spiniciwa? He is going a Spiniciwa build
style. If he can get those Hellions into this mineral line, or even this mineral line, it will be hard with those spine crawlers. But those blue flames will be very detrimental to that economy.
Those queens will be able to handle those blue flame Hellions pretty well.
And it looks like that is what he's going for. He's going for a major blue flame push. And that Overlord is way over here. Is grabbing... I'm going to go ahead and is grabbing that expansion almost done, as well as Starport Tech, and it looks like we're going to see some Thors as well. That's the only reason I could see an armory coming out at this point in the game.
We see 4 extractors going down at the same time.
So he is doing a Spinishua style
He is doing
build.
Spinishua style, but he put down the extractors fairly early for doing a Spinishua build. That's okay.
I don't know. I don't think he hasn't
I don't know.
seen any pressure come off the Terran, so I think it might have him a little antsy, to be honest with you. Which I don't blame him.
If he does go roaches and gets roaches out, he'll be able to deal with those blue flame Hellions like nothing. But I don't think he will be going
He's got
roaches. I'm pretty sure he'll just go infestors into layer tech.
Do have some Zerglings out. Did take some shots from that Hellion as well as these Marines.
And here comes the Hellions. He is getting Roach Warren, and I don't think those roaches will come out.
No, he's got to completely build that. No, where are you going?
What is he doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, he's just grabbing the towers before he moves out, which is always very smart.
I don't know. In an attack like this, he would, I think, once you've revealed your hand that you have Hellions and your opponent needs to start going roaches, every second counts. He's spending too much time going for those.
Either way, I don't think these Hellions will do very much damage, as they are getting blocked by the Queens, and they are repelled way easily.
Roast a couple of Zerglings there. I think he needs to go around.
And the Roach Warren is done, so he's going to start getting roaches out. Hopefully he does not overdo it and just get a ton of roaches, but he's not getting any right now.
No roaches. I think he is well aware that he can defend this with just the Queens and the Spine Crawlers.
Which is very nice. And he is blocking that ramp with his Queens, so nothing can get up. That's very smart. Also, Spinishua play.
If I were there goes Fraps. If I were Fluid at this point, I would keep the Hellions probably like right here, just to prevent creep tumors like that, or Zerglings from spreading out.
And he is going crazy on the creep spread. And I would like to see him expand soon at that top expansion, just right above his base. With those rocks down, it would be very easy for that to defend, especially if he gets creep all the way down there.
Yeah. What do we have going back here? We have Siege Tech coming out. No more. Seems to me like this factory was a bit of a waste, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he could just go take it off, put a tech lab on it, and just go double tanks.
Or switch out the starport for the reactor factory and start doing double medevacs or double Vikings.
What he needs right now is a ton of Marines or Thors, because he's going Spire.
Yeah, he's got basically no. Thors is definitely a possibility. He's already got that level 1 upgrade on the weapons for his mech, and we do see a Thor coming out. Now I don't know if those will beat the 60 seconds versus how long does it take to. Come here. Where's the 33 seconds? So I think that Thor is going to be kind of late, to be honest with you.
So Legion is going to have to push out with his mutas and do a little bit of harassment before that Thor's out.
We do have missile turrets coming down. I think Fluid did drop a scan and did see the Spire, so he is going to be fairly well prepared.
Let's see if he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, he did.
Looks like those roaches were able to drive off those Hellions. I don't see why he didn't grab that Zelnaga tower, though. But whatever. You have some Overlords scouting their corner, far expansions. Smart move, in my opinion. That kind of keep tabs on what the Terran player is doing. Looks like the Terran player is going to go ahead and check for expansions, but we do see the third natural coming down for Legion here.
Very nice, and so I'd like to see him go into Fester play, go into Fester and tech a little more and get, because he is in a huge lead right now with economy.
Oh boy, that Viking's toast.
And that Viking, I don't think that Viking got a single kill, and that Thor will take out those mutas if it...
Yeah, it's... Fly away!
All those mutas are...
Oh my gosh,
ooh, wow.
Look at the damage dealt to that mineral line. Sorry we missed that.
No, I think he just ran him away because you see lots of...
Oh. Did manage to take out that missile turret though. So we do have a couple more Thors coming out. This factory is still not doing anything.
See, 54 drones to 32 SUVs. That's very huge.
Yeah, that is a pretty big...
And 111 food count to 78.
And, what's his name? Fluid is supply blocked at this point. Can't build anything else. He needs to start up. There's the command for the supply depots.
If Legion just goes mass links, he can take care of those Thors very easily. Thors are not very effective against links.
No.
Mass links, at least.
But there are a couple tanks providing some very nice support here. It would be, I think, difficult to press with Lings at this point.
But he is getting mutas still. I do not know why he's doing that.
Because mutas are so much faster than Thors, unless the Thors are almost, unless they have like medevac support, Thors are almost defensive units more than offensive units. Like, you have to keep them in your mineral line to fend off Mutalisks, pretty much. It looks like we have Legion going for a ballsy gold expansion here at taking his 4th.
He does have very nice creep spread, so he will be able to defend that fairly easily.
Well, even with all these Mutalisks, I don't think they are very reliant on creep. But
they aren't, but
Fluid has got to create some sort of pressure.
He is getting a command center out, so he's going to expand, which is a very smart move. Because the Legion just keeps expanding, and Fluid still stays on
Why is he
one
breaking
base
down
or two
these
bases.
rocks?
He wants to expand on that upside,
I see.
which is the smartest place for him to expand.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right.
And we are getting the infestation pit with burrow and tunneling claws, or whatever that's called.
What is that? That is tunneling claws for the roaches.
No, tunneling claws is the other one.
Oh,
That's the speed one.
I see. There shows you how well I know my Zerg upgrades. Bunch of Mutalisks flying in, and they flew right into a death wall with those Thors and that missile turret there. Does he have an engineering bay? He does. I would grab this high-sec auto-tracking upgrade. It adds +1 range to the missile turrets, planetary defense fortresses, and ravens and everything. So it just makes him that much more effective, and if he's depending on Mutalisk that much, any edge you can use to bump your defenses like that is a plus. See, taking a, what is that, 5th expansion?
Yep. That's very, very good. I like this Legion's style of play.
I don't know if I agree with this one.
Why is he moving there?
Is he going to turn into a planetary
Why did
defense
Why did he
fortress?
kill those rocks? And then
I don't know.
and those rocks. Okay.
That's a lot of mech going out. That's actually a very good unit composition. Those tanks are going to do really high DPS to any roaches. Thors are going to handle the Mutalisks, and the Hellions are going to handle any Zerglings that come in. That's a pretty good mixture right there.
And we do see him just sieging up. Why his expansion is so vulnerable? I don't know why he's
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, man.
getting the
One
bane
thing I
like
think
that.
he needs to keep in mind is tanks actually do higher DPS unsieged against roaches than they do sieged. Looks like we're going to see a confrontation come down here, and I would actually unsiege those tanks.
Put him on the high ground.
Yeah. There.
And he is gonna.
Oh boy.
That was
What'd
the
you
most
do
pointless
that for?
expansion I've ever seen in my life.
He is going to go ahead and siege up here.
He needs to back
those
off.
tanks are. Look at all that damage to those Mutalisks. There's only 2 green ones
But
in that
he's
whole
still
bunch.
almost capped on the unit count, and plus he does have a lot of bases, which means lots of larvae, so you can just repopulate his
resupply
army.
very easily. They're both getting pretty high on minerals and gas, though. Fluid needs to drop a couple more supply depots here somewhere. He's not doing very good on staying supply blocked or unsupply blocked.
And those the Hive Tech is coming out, and with I don't know what I expect to see. Maybe Ultralisks or Broodlords.
I don't know. Broodlords would be very effective against those Thors.
Thors are not very effective against Broodlords.
But against Broodlords, pretty much the only thing that really works are Vikings.
Yep, you just see mass Vikings. Or if you just get like a ton of Marines.
Siege.
Oh,
and actually, another thing that does really well against these roaches are the Thors. But let's see if they prioritize the roaches.
But they will be able to take this out.
Yeah.
And you can see, even though he lost all that, Legion is still
already
178
resupplied.
food, making 48 roaches. That's a lot of roaches.
Where is he going?
He is going to take out the...
He's grabbing it. Are you serious? What are you doing?
A lot of damage to that queen. And lots of roaches are coming. You see this big ball.
Roaches is the worst thing that you can throw against this unit composition, though. Those Thors are going to eat these things alive.
But he is going to be able to take these guys out.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Thors do tremendous amounts of damage against roaches. They pretty much two-shot them. That queen's toast.
That queen is just wandering out in the middle of nowhere.
I think that was a misclick, to be honest with you.
What do we have? Are those all overlords just stockpiled over the...
Yeah, he's hiding his overlords, which I don't blame him at this point. Looks like we have a macro hatchery still pumping out roaches.
Seeing a greater spire come down, great response to seeing lots of Thors and tanks.
Yeah. Does he have 250 cannons? No, he doesn't.
And Legion will be able to take these Thors out.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot of roaches.
And he takes that out. Not easily, but he does manage
he's
to take
making
it
him
out.
fight for every one of them. The problem now is that we've got, what, 6, 7 hatcheries versus 3 factories, and one of them can't even produce Thors.
And the next best place for Fluid to expand, but that would be that top base, but
yeah,
he can't because there's creep there. The very, very top one. So
I don't think he's scouted that in forever.
And that bottom one is covered by creep, so you cannot expand there.
Look at these roaches, bro. They're just macroing, sitting back, waiting for that health regen to kick in.
Greater Spire's almost done in about 20 seconds. So we will
see.
That
takes a while to build. Wow. I think that will be the deciding factor in this game.
Those Broodlords will win the game. Legion has had the advantage the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at that army size differential.
Lots of missile turrets go up for Fluid. He's just freaking out, getting a planetary fortress.
Looks like some Hellions snuck into this mineral line and managed to kill a bunch of drones.
Let's look at the drone count. 56 to 47. So it's not a huge lead.
I don't know where that planetary, that command center
I think he's trying to get to the... Yep.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
But it's not going to work. He does know he needs to expand more and get more income. To match
That's one
his
thing
opponent.
is at this rate, Zerg burns through their minerals so fast. Look at that. Natural's almost gone. Main is almost gone. This one's... Oh, that one's still pretty much okay. That one's not even saturated. What the heck?
Well, you can't saturate
that
all
one's
of them.
oversaturated. And look at all those roaches, and look at all that mech on the wrong side. That planetary fortress might be able to hold this off. I doubt it, though.
Lots of SCVs repairing it, which will be nice.
Yeah,
but it's still going down. What are the upgrades on those roaches?
1, 2, 1.
Not too bad.
Well, they're not going to take a whole lot of damage. Pretty much the only thing that's going to really work against those are Thors and tanks.
Now you see 4 Broodlords coming out. That will be a huge for our Terran player. And we do see it's a very good spot for Fluid to be in.
There, actually. Those
and Legion could get the high ground. If he went up there and got the high ground, he would be in a huge advantage.
That scan still is revealing that.
Oh, he's not going up there.
No, I think it's too big of a choke. I think both players are afraid that the other one might have vision of that, and trying to get up there would be too costly.
Yeah, who knows? He is getting Vikings, which
looks like having this extra command center just floating there is going to come in handy. Okay.
I guess it all works out.
Where'd all those Thors go?
There's some right there.
Looks like we're going to see a Thor drop, maybe. Nope, just random medevac stuck in there.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No bio.
There's
a Marine.
Each Marine needs its own medevac.
Look at
a
all
lot
those
of tanks.
tanks.
A lot of tanks. More Broodlords coming out.
He needs more Thors than tanks.
He needs more Vikings at this point, because he is getting lots of Broodlords.
Look at all those
and those Broodlords are going to do so much damage. Just watch this army get demolished from those Broodlords.
Look at the Corruptors in there as well. Those are going to take out those Vikings pretty well. Yeah, there's way too many roaches.
Way too many Broodlords. He cannot.
Well, he's lost all his Thors. There's no pressure for those Broodlords at this point.
And those archers were a pretty decent tank, so they couldn't get closer to target out the.
That's true, but oh my gosh.
And he just repopulates all his roaches he lost instantly.
Yeah, it's 65.
Very nice. And we do see blue moving around the map. What's that?
A couple Hellions gonna go torch some more drones.
I don't know why he's going there. He could go to the gold and do way much more damage. Because the gold is oversaturated.
I don't think he's aware of that though.
Go to the gold. Go to the gold. Nope, nope, he's not.
Died a queen.
And Roach is coming.
Keep going, keep going.
Go to the gold.
Random queen sitting there.
Go to the gold.
Go.
No,
go.
oh, he does lose.
I think he's distracted by something. He might be macroing or something. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't focused on that Hellion.
He is getting lots of Vikings out, which is a very good response.
Yep, especially since he's transformed all but one of those corruptors into Brood Lords now. Yeah, he needs to
lots
get
of
out
Vikings
of there.
out. That's gonna be very good.
It's gonna take apart this army
Wow,
really
that's gonna
quick.
be,
I don't know why he decided to run there.
You just get out Corruptors. You don't want to turn all of them into Brood
Oh,
Lords.
those
Lots
are
of Corruptors
toast.
coming out, and they will be able to take care of those Vikings. I'm
You
pretty sure.
Corruptors?
Also,
Needles.
Corruptors just came out. I don't know where they are.
There they are. 4 to...
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, I see.
8.
Good job, though. But it's going to keep a lot of these forces just stuck as Corruptors, not able to turn into Brood Lords.
Which is
There's
not a
only
bad thing.
One Brood Lord left at this point.
I think those Corruptors will be...
Oh, there we go.
You don't want to turn all of them into... Don't turn all of them into
There's
Brood Lords.
5 left? 5 Corruptors left? To be honest with you, I think the Vikings could take that, but it would be close.
And he is getting 8 more Corruptors, so we will see. Pretty easy.
Yeah. I just think poor Fluid has been out macroed so hard this game. We'll see taking 7th and 8th expansion.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, and then we have this macro hatchery as well. So
We do see adrenal glands coming out. I believe that's adrenal glands.
yeah.
With no Zerglings, I don't know. I
Well,
guess he's...
at this point he's just spending his money. He's sitting at on nearly 4,000 minerals.
That is true.
And 200 army. Oh, those drones took those Hellions took everything apart at that expansion. That was a pretty big setback for Legion.
It wasn't really a huge loss. No, those minerals were pretty much mined out.
But
and
he did
has
lose a
so
lot
many
of
minerals
drones.
as it is anyways.
Well, at
So
this
he could just
point-
repopulate all those drones pretty fast.
Yeah, that's true. At this point, he wants more army than drones anyway.
Yeah. 187 food count to 126.
Yep. I don't see why the Zerg player doesn't just go in and finish him. It feels to me like he's almost toying with them.
Or he's just playing extra safe. She really does not need to. And those Vikings are going to come from behind, it looks like, and take out those Brood Lords.
Oh, snipes one, and
And lots of Corruptors.
they're going to get out of there.
Those Corruptors are fending them off pretty well.
There's a lot of Corruptors in that mix already.
Which is really good.
Yeah,
He
like
needs to stop standing up there
15.
on the low ground. Oh, and
Yeah, that's game.
this is going to be game for the Terran player, and those Corruptors
All
do
those
so much damage
roaches are
to those
pretty much
Vikings.
toast, though. The Thor decides to focus down the Corruptors. Oh, that was a terrible mistake.
And you can see he dropped to about 140 food.
No, attack!
What are you doing? Don't turn him into Brood Lords. I don't know why he just did that. He did cancel
only
one
got-
of them. He canceled a couple of them.
Yeah, he's only got one Viking left. And those tanks are going to start taking each other apart at this point. Very smart move, actually, unsieging them.
That was pretty smart. There's not really anything he can do at this point.
Yeah, there's just
See
too
Legion's
many
food,
Brood Lords.
147, and now just keeps bumping up as he just keeps macroing more. He could just spam tons of Zerglings and just get 200 count for his line. There's nothing this Terran player can do, and this is going to be game. GG.
That was a pretty good game, though. I felt like Fluid was fighting an uphill battle the entire
But
game, but
look at
oh
this.
well.
There's that vision, and then that vision.
And look, that's crazy. Look at how much control Legion had over this map.
If
He had-
Fluid does anything, then Legion will know about it.
Yeah.
Because that's just so much control.
couldn't push out at all. Anyway, this is Phobos.
This is Gent.
If you like the replay, send in one of your own. Send it to BronzeLeaguePerspective@hotmail.com.
We'll get those up to you, or up for you, for sure. We'll be happy to get those up for you.
Trip over that a little more, Gent.
Yeah.
Anyway, also check us out on Facebook, Bronze League Perspective. This is Phobos,
This is Gent.
signing off.
Peace out.